to be working in favor and graces, just like heaven on earth. Wait. It's your own show with Temi Tayo on RCCG Radio. You know I sing and I just showcase what I do. You come showcase what you do. You know how to sing, you know how to dance, you know how to rap, you know how to do any flow. Just come on to your own show with Temi Tayo. They call us Same Oshodi.
All right, a lovely afternoon to you wherever you're listening to us. Yes, it is your own show on our RCCG Radio 106.1 FM, and today is Monday. It is the 9th day in the month of April 2018. My name is Temitayo Balogun, and I would be your host again on your own show today. Well, you can be a part of your own show. All you need to do is send me a 1-minute audio or video of yourself showcasing that talent you would like to tell the world about. Yes, just 1 minute video or audio of yourself showcasing that talent you would want to show the world that you can do. Yes, just 1 minute, and before you know it, you're here right in the studio with me. And the number to send the video, the audio to is 0818 650 8590, 0818 650 8590. As you know that your own show is a show that you come on to showcase your talent. You could be a writer, you could be, a singer, a dancer, a cook, a chef. You could be doing anything. All you need to do is just showcase your talent. And today will be no exception, as I have someone in the studio with me. He's an author, a leadership coach, management strategist, eloquent speaker also. Yes, I have with me in the studio Mr. Jide Agbola. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good to have you in the studio.
It's my pleasure.
Well, Mr. Jide Agbola is coming here. He wrote a book, The Reality of Time. Yep. But I wouldn't be the one to be doing the talk, as it is not my show, it is his own show. It is your show today.
It's not a problem. I think I will do justice to that.
All right, so he has a little experience, some experience coming in. So let's get to meet you. Who is Jide Agbola?
Okay, I'm Jide Agbola, as fondly called Jide. I'm a speaker, I'm an author, I'm a life coach, a management strategist. What's brought me to that is handle some kind of businesses. I felt it's all about strategy.
You can add this to it.
Yeah, it's about strategy. Life is about strategy. So those I've done, both home and abroad, done quite a number of things, and this one is just coming part of it to be an author, which I've had in mind for many years. That's one day, because I'm a lover of book. I read books, and I can't count the number of books I've read, but I just say, okay, one day I need to put also my idea across to people to know, okay, what exact thing is all about. And this one is coming on the topic 6 time, which is cut across as many, as long as you are on earth, you make use of time. And either you are a black man or a white man, I don't know if there's any green man, but so far so good. I think that has been preached all around the world. I've been to some countries to talk about time, how valuable time is, because we have not been so keen of that same resource which every man has, and that has separates the poor from the rich.
Now, before we go deep into time, because I know if I leave him here, he's going to start another novel right here in the studio, so that we don't start another book, we don't start writing another book right here in the studio. Now, let's talk about you as an author. Now, there are, I believe there are some people that they are created to be authors, they are created to write. There's some people who love the art and they go all out there to learn. Would you say you are a born author, you're a born writer, or you learned how to do the art of writing?
Whatever I do, it's all I have in me. I've been doing this since my younger age. This is how it started from. I have many books, big notes and all books. I still have them intact. When I see something, I even sleep putting my book under the pillow to write something down. So it's in phases, which I've gone through many phases before we have a book published. And I wrote every day. I write on the when I was in school, I used to write on the board. All those. So writing is part of me. I write my daily task. So it's not something I learned. Anyway, I learned them when I was it's been a long time. So it's not something I'm just saying, okay, now, but it's coming out as a published book, putting together all many ideas which I've gotten in the time past. So it's in me. Let me use that word.
So it's in you. that's a catchy phrase.
Yeah, it's in me.
So when you hear Judy Agbola, you think it's in him. Yes, it's an author, urban author. Exactly. So now, moving on to writing. Is this your first write-up, or you have several books that you've published and all?
This is the first published book. Somebody approached me in Dubai when I was in Dubai. I was like, okay, same question. I told him, I have many books. Even the one that yet been put together, but it's in me, as I said. But there's even between you have a book and you published a book. So the one you are seeing is the one I've been able to publish. I've written a book also online to send across on blogs and things like that, But this is the first published one, and in a very short time, the published book, from mine as well, should be out soon too. But I feel we need to publish those ones I have. But this is the first published book. Okay,
now being the first published book, and you tagged this the reality of time. So let me ask you.
Yes, ma'am.
Because it is weird. It is so weird in this generation. There are a lot of things to write about. You could write about several things. You could write different things that will catch people's interest. But this one is something that when I see, I want to take a look. Like, I want to see what exactly is inside. So what motivated you to write on time?
I got that inspiration all from God, first of all, and I'm able to see how people generation coming in and out, go and come, you understand, without being mindful of what God has given to all mankind. But some of them make use of that same concept of timing to make better use of their days on earth. While that's why we say some are rich and some are poor, you understand. So it's all about understand this same time, 24 hours or thereabouts, that's gotten by a rich man also is also owned by a poor man. It's the same thing. And that's why we can't say God does not know what he was doing. He know what he was doing. He gave to all mankind. But it now depends on how better we use that time. The greater resources in the most developed country is their timing. If I can go further, I want to cite an example. One day I was with a friend. I was supposed to have an appointment with a friend in Dubai, 11:45, and something happened. I think it should be my fault anyway. I was attending to something which I should not have. 11:47, that's 2 minutes. I got there. I saw the guy turning back, going somewhere else. I told him, you have to reschedule. As I'm talking to you, up to now, I've not seen that guy again. That's how mindful 1 minute it is to somebody. And to be honest to you, 1 minute is a very long time. So this I gotten the inspiration from God. How better can man say, I have not achieved things in my life because you have not leveraged on the resources you have, which is time. How do I mean? I mean people use their time to do things that are not really worthwhile. I asked a question one day. If you say somebody is wasting my time, system is wasting my time, what should you have been doing?
With that time that has been wasted.
Somebody is wasting. So I told myself, what should I have been doing? I need to go sit down somewhere I read. That is what I'm called to do, to have more inspiration, to have more information.
Let's talk more on the time. I'm so interested in the time. But no, see, the thing, the drift here is we're not giving you the full content of this book. We're not telling you what exactly is in this book, because you need to get this book and read this book, read this set. You can see this particular book. For those on radio, you need to get the book, and you would be telling us where we can get it, along the line. Definitely. Now let's talk more on time. Sometimes some people say, I don't spend enough time with God. I use my time to do this instead of doing this. What is your own philosophy to time? When we talk time, what is your philosophy? What do you think? How do you think time should be managed? Because this looks to me like time management.
Well, if you say time management, that's a contemporary.
Because I think you told me earlier that you're not talking time management.
I have another perspective to that. Right. Time management, will see it's mostly common in most organizations, but this one go further to individual timing. And this is what I mean. Time does not start when the day we were born. Time starts from your mother's womb. That is why all of us went through a journey of 274 days. So from the day one you were the day of conception, you were conceived in your mother's womb. went through the journey of 274 days. That means it's timed. And that's a topic for another day anyway. What is happening in those each day? I think let me keep
let's
that.
go tips. So we don't create a cynical movie
Of
here.
course, exactly. But it started from a journey. It's in days. I don't talk about years. This is something I talk about days. We have 365 days in 1 year. Okay, each day you have to break it down. It's also part of the book. Break it down, so that gives you a sense of what am I really work. What's the template? Now, when I mean the idea of time, which is different from what we have as a contemporary one, which
time management,
others one we see, okay, is about this is what we have to have make whatever we want to achieve in life. Now, I mean, you started from 274 days. If a man wants to spend 100 years, of which is not that common these days, you understand? Maybe if you're 80 years, you just give thanks to, glory to God here. It should be break down in days. I have it in this book. If you want to be 100 years, I think page 90. If you want to be 100 years, you have 70 years, you have days, 840, in days, we have we have it breakdown anyway. I'm just trying to refer to days. This is days. Okay, these days 25,551 if you want to be 70 years. Now, you are on a race on daily basis. If it takes a man to understand time for him to manage a time. If I know I'm running a race of, let's say, 25,551 days, which is about 80 or 70 years, which I have in the book here, I should have a focused mindset that, hey, come what may. And that will give me a focus of exact thing I want to achieve within those days. You understand? So it's not about man spent 80 years, man spent 100 years. No. And I even break it down further to minutes. That shows your minutes will not be wasted in any way.
I don't think we should give out a lot of information because you need to read this book. Do not give out a lot of information. All right, do remember that this is a phone-in program and you can call in to be a part of this program. You can send text messages and WhatsApp messages to be a part of this program. And the number to do so is 0818-650-8590. 0818-650-8590. If you're trying to reach us from outside Nigeria, it is +234 818-650-8590. +234-818-650-8590. I have in the studio with me Mr. Jide Agbola, who is an author. So today we're talking about him as an author. He's a speaker. He's a lot of things you can just imagine. But today we're talking about Mr. Jide Agbola as an author. So we'll go on a quick short break, and by the time we are back, he will be giving us a lot of information, not about the things in the book, but it will lead us to the things that might be in the book. Stay connected. It is RCCG Radio. My name is Temitayo Balogo.
Money everywhere. Money every day. Plenty testimony. Plenty money everywhere. Plenty jolly every day. So Lord, I'm a shepherd, I no go on. You make me lie down for green pastures. You lead me beside the still waters. You restored my soul. Wash me from head to toe. He made me whole. Now see as I done they glow. You know I want you to valley the shadow of death. Oh, I don't go to fear my liver, I know because I step up because any day by my side, yo. I'm walking in power, walking in favor. Surely His goodness and mercy, they follow me everywhere. What the Lord has done for me, everything Jesus do for me, all the blessings where I receive. What the Lord has done for me, everything Jesus do for me, all the blessings where I receive.
All right, so we have a call already. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Olawale Perfect.
Olawale Perfect.
Yes, am I on to RCCG Radio?
Yes, welcome on the show. It is your own show. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Lagos.
Okay, Olawale Perfect calling from Lagos. You want to ask my guest a question? He's the owner of the show. Yeah, attend to your people.
How are you, Mr. Perfect?
Okay. I'm listening to the program now, and I'm really, really blessed. And of course, you have always been a great source of inspiration. And I'd also like to say that the book, Reality of Times, I've read it, and it's a very, very powerful book that has blessed me so much and has blessed so many people around me. And I just want to say a big thumbs up for you as a.
I give you two. I give it back to you too. Thank you so much. We can't be here if not because of you and God. You've been so wonderful to us. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Do you have a question for him?
Okay, I would like to say, I would like to ask him, how can someone who is very, very busy, how can such a person really, really manage time based on what he shared in his book? How can someone manage time effectively? When you have so many things to do and then you are trying to multitask, and multitasking makes you not to be effective at some of those things.
You need to pay for consultation. This is your question. Okay,
No
please.
problem.
But sir, let me start with this. I will start by saying the word busy, it shows the kind of irresponsible of so many people. If you tell me you are busy, that means you don't want to actually do what I'm trying to propose to you. Many people use that word as an excuse not to do so many things. Let me just leave that one at that anyway. But it's in one word: just stay organized. Stay organized, and this is the way to go about that. I'm also I'll use the word busy anyway this time around.
Okay.
I borrowed the talk anyway from Mr. Perfect. I'm also very busy, but this is what I do. One thing, I think I was in the show sometime or in a platform whereby we're talking about to-do list. Get things done on the paper and get things done from the paper. You understand? So when you know what to do in the next minute, somebody cannot just come around you and say, can you? No. You know you have already scheduled. Even when your mother is in, or somebody is in coma anyway, you can only just think, okay, what can I suspend for this thing to happen? Those are some that's beyond our control. You understand? So if you stay organized, people will know you for who you are. That's the word. So there's nothing like busy. Everybody just claiming busy. I call my other boy and say, I'm busy. I say, oh, God, don't forget about that. Don't use the word busy for me. I know what is going. So in one word, just stay organized. Organize yourself. The way you are, people will see the way you are, and they can manage things around you because they know you for who you are. Thank you.
So, Mr. Perfect, has he answered your question?
Yeah, he answered my question.
So another thumbs up goes to him, Abby.
Yes, another thumbs up.
Thank you very much for calling in. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day.
And you too.
All right, still on our CCG Radio 106.1 FM, and we have another call right here. Hello? Oh, please do call us back. Please do call us back. Please do call us back. I still have with me Mr. Jide Agbola, yes, the author of the book, The Reality of Time. This is when reality.com dawns on you, like reality of time. Okay, we have another call. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Your name and where you're calling from?
I'm calling from Lagos. I'm Christiana.
Christiana calling from Lagos. All right, I have Mr. Jide Agbola with me. It's your show. Take over.
Yeah. How are you, Christiana?
Hello, Mr. Jide. I'm fine.
How are you? Good to hear your voice.
I just want to appreciate you for the job you are doing. It's a great one.
Thank you.
I've gotten the book Reality of Time and I've read it.
Oh,
and I want to appreciate you for the information
that
are in the book. And I want to encourage as many people have said that are yet to get the book. To try and get the book. To really help you to really manage your time, especially this age and time that we are in now. So I want to give it up to you, Mr. Jide.
Thank you so much.
Well done.
Thank you so much. God bless you, ma.
Christiana, thank you for calling. Have a lovely day.
Thank you, Anita.
All right, so these are some of the testimonies we are getting from this book, and these are the types we want. So more testimonies. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon. Is this RCCG Radio?
Yes, you're welcome. It is RCCG Radio. Your name and where you're calling from?
This is Idris calling from Dubai.
Wow.
Oh, all the way from Dubai. Good afternoon. It's afternoon here. So what time of the day?
It's afternoon there too.
Afternoon
3 hours ahead of Nigeria.
Okay, so over to you. Take over your show.
Hello, Mr. Idris. First of all, happy birthday to you. I know today is your birthday anyway.
Hey.
I should have known that. Sorry, before I turn into a commercial section. Thank you for calling in. I really appreciate your being there all the time anyway. I think I should have known this is Idris, I know.
Today is not about me. It's about your show.
Thank you.
So that's the reason I'm calling in.
Thank you.
I really feel blessed. I mean, just to be the part of the show today.
Thank
so I've been trying to follow up things.
Thank you.
Finally, I got in. I was able to meet.
Wow.
Yeah, let me just give my my take about the book because I read it from page to page. There is this phrase, there is this very word that is very powerful that I read, and it really affects my life, seriously. It's just like, the word says, is there real no time? Like, is there real no time? It's very short, but it really means a lot. We only give a time. For what we want to give a time to. So we always give these excuses. I don't have time. That's why I don't call you. I don't have time. I've been busy. But that very time, you really don't have it, or you don't want to give it. So you don't give the time to what you value.
That's deep.
So why not giving the time to what you value? That will just be, that will be something that you benefit from, rather than giving it to. Mr. Gide, you've been so inspirational. Seriously.
Thank you.
It's not about knowing you. It's not because I know you, but it's about the message you pass out that really affects a lot of people.
Thank you.
And I believe this is just a stepping stone.
Thank you so much.
And thanks for affecting people. Inspiring people, the young ones.
Thank you.
Because you let us know that we can. The time you've wasted in the past, you can still do something with it. Mr. Gide, my thumb from Dubai also as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So you don't have any question? It's just your overview of the book.
Yeah. Right now, I don't have any question. I just want to be the part of the program.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And also, today is my birthday.
Wow.
Happy birthday to you.
Birthday.
Thank you so much.
Don't worry, at the end of the show, I'm going to dedicate a song just for you.
Wow.
Oh, I really appreciate that.
So just stay connected.
All right. Thank you so much.
Have a lovely day. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
All right, so we're getting a lot of comments, and I'm really excited that you're on the show because these are the kind of things we want to hear. We have another call. Obviously, I have a celebrity on the show. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah.
Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Mayowa Orlando.
Okay, Mayowa, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Columbus, Ohio, U.S.
All right, Mayowa from U.S. Mayowa, I think I can hear myself underneath your call. Mayowa, not to worry. Speak with Mr. Jide Agbola.
Hi, Mayowa from U.S. How are you?
I'm doing okay, thank you.
It's nice hearing your voice anyway. How is U.S. this morning or this afternoon? Hello.
Okay.
Hello, are you with me?
Let me.
Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
yes,
go ahead.
Yes,
Just
go ahead and speak with him. Do you want to ask a question or you want to contribute?
Tell me. Can you what?
Question. Do you have the book on Amazon?
We are just working on it on Amazon, but it's on Okada Books right now. Okada means Okada Books. We are still working on the Amazon. Yeah, books. Okada Books. Okada Books.
Oh, okay.
That's the only online platform for now. But hopefully Amazon is they are working. Hopefully very, very soon it should be on Amazon. Thank you, Mr. Mayowa. I really appreciate your call. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for calling in. All right, so back to my questions.
Okay.
Yes, we've been receiving calls and all. But back to the questions. Now, looking at this book, who exactly would you say is your target audience? Who would you say is your target audience for this book, The Reality of Time?
To start with, I when there's part of this book that was talking about asking the questions, talking about you need to ask questions. And in some part of culture, asking questions is a kind of disrespect to elders. So I just want to go to the area of elders For now, if you're teaching others how to use his time, we'll be telling you what's for. My targeted audience are the youth. There are so many mistakes the elder ones have made in not realizing how time is valuable, or what's the time they have to have worked with as a template on earth. You understand? So let's leave them at that. You understand? I have a story in this book that I'm sharing you to catch your attention on how a man of 75 who has not realized what he's supposed to do, but the day he got to understand how valuable time is, what he's supposed to do in life, he didn't live long to enjoy those things. He just really discovered. So my targeted audience is all about youth. From the day you understand right from left, you understand, because the journey started from your mother's womb. So you need to understand this as early as you can. From the day you were pushed out of your mother's womb, is the day this journey begins. So from there to maybe age of 40 or thereabouts, I think somebody should have understand what is the template I'm going to work with, and that will give that person a focus on what exactly they want to achieve within the time frame.
Talking about time now, this question just popped into my head.
Yes, ma'am.
And I just want to ask you, what is your take? How true would you say this is? There is this saying that a fool at 40 is a fool forever. What is your philosophy about that particular phrase?
I'm sorry to want to talk about use the word fool. There's no
Just
one anyway, but that's a notion that people normally use anyway. But I felt it's all about not really realize what you ought to do, and that takes me to the area of which I'm going to talk about later on the next book, about realizing your purpose. Everybody has something they ought to have been doing from the day you know your left from the right. You understand? So not realizing those things enough as it could have make you to be not, I won't use the word full, not knowledgeable, and that it could be amounted to a waste of time with because even when you realize those things you ought to be doing, those things still need to be polished. You still need some time to get those things on board. Do you understand? So somebody can be at 40, at 50, not still realizing what they ought to do because they never get the adequate information about how this thing works. So being 40, being 50, even being 30, if you're at 30 at times, I'm telling you, if he doesn't want to understand that, what he's supposed to work with, I'm telling you, you'll be there forever. It's all about getting the right information, getting the right mindset on how this thing works. See, I'm telling you, many people have leveraged on these things to get things really done in their life. There's nobody born so most special. We all have the same resources, but it is the allocation of just the resources, which is the most thing out of those resources, is time. Depends on the way you use that. I'm telling you, you can be next Bill Gates. I don't compare with anybody, but it depends on if you have realized this time concept. You can go where you had ever thought of. So it's all about at a point in our life, I don't know the age you are, if you have realized this same concept of timing, then you can make a U-turn. And one thing is this, it is never too late. At any time you realize this or you get this information, it is never too late. It now depends on the mindset you carry. The same mindset you have when you were in that situation, it should not be the same mindset that will carry you to the next phase.
To the next phase.
Because you need to change your mindset. You need to, if you understand this time concept, you know what to do. So many things, many frivolity things that we do around, somebody will just call you and take your, you just go somewhere, never knowing it's going. It's going. If it is irreversible, why do we waste it?
So now that brings me to another question.
Yes, ma'am.
While we were in the office, off air, we were talking about African time.
Yes, ma'am.
And someone once said that the issue of African time is a state of the mind. It's something we just have in our mind and we just act, without us knowing. What is your take on that particular one? African time, like it is almost everywhere. There is nowhere you go to. Once they talk about time, there is always this cheap about African time, like Africans never come early. Do you think it's a state of the mind, or is it's something that is not just a state of mind, but it is actually a culture?
I'm still on the research. How does this thing come by? Who started this word African time? Because it's synonymous to negativity. When you say African time, that shows they will not start at 4, don't worry. It's negative. So anything negative, I don't think anybody should associate himself to such thing. So African time, or I think it's coming to the level where I say Nigerian time. So I think I've heard that sometimes. It's all about put a program for 3, and somebody is coming 3:30. They are even kind enough to be there 3:30 because they know they will not start enough. And that has been going down from up till top. I mean, from top till down. So they will not start on time. That's the mindset. The mindset somebody is coming for a program will have towards the organizer of the program to people that will come, they will not start. So there's nothing in African time that we can associate our focus or our progress in life to, except we change that mindset before we can get a useful result about our time and living. So nothing in African time, sorry. And we are going all around Africa now to change these dynamics. Tell them, see, the time you think you fail African time, for a great deal, 1 minute is done. You just do a great minute and
1 minute is
it's
a lot
done.
of time.
It's a very long 60 seconds. Wow, that's long. It's long. I'm telling you, it's very long. And one day I was in church. I was just trying to look at the tick of the clock. Count 60. I said, wow, it's long. It's long because of the fact that we have never taken cognizance of those things. That's why we feel it's not relevant or it's not even existing. It's long. And
thou shalt not waste your time.
No, don't.
All right, don't remember that you can be a part of the show. All you need to do is call me up on. Don't call me. I'm not the right guy. Is to call him up on the studio line. Call him up on the studio line. Send him text messages and WhatsApp messages on 0818 650 8590 0818 650 8590. If you're trying to reach us from outside Nigeria, it is +234 818 650 8590. That is the number. Just dial the number, send text messages and WhatsApp messages. All right, so let's talk about up and coming also people that are looking up to you. So let me ask you first, what were the challenges you went through? Because I know there must be challenges in producing, writing to production and a lot of other things. What were those challenges you went through to bring about this book?
Let me first say this, that whatever you have in mind to do, apart from the book or whatever, any project, set your mind to things that will always discourage you. That's the first thing I want to say in any project, even marriage. Maybe 2 hours or 3 hours to the marriage, the husband or the wife or groom or the bridegroom messed up, but there's still a way around that. As far as this project is concerned, to be honest to you, my greatest challenge in life, it comes from this book, from this project. I lost a lot of things, sleepless nights. I was sometimes in some part of the world where I was working and I still have to come back home. I need to do a bit of writing, maybe one line. I write it, I kept it there, I go again. That is just by the way. That is coming out for me anyway, because I'm so determined. Whatever you want to do in life, see, if there's no determination, I see you going nowhere. So you need to first of all determine in your mind any project you have or you propose in your mind or God has given you. God will only give you, but you need to work it out. That's it. God will only give you, but God has never produced chairs. He produced wood for you to work it out to be a chair. So, and it will be challenging from one process, from the journey of ideation to the point of reality. It's a long process and it's a lot of challenges. To a point whereby I lost my sleep. I lost some friends. Thinking I stay in a place whereby I say, who is this guy? I say, I'm always on my own. You understand? Because I need to put my mind focused. This is not something I can just, because it's all about people. It's all about life. So I just don't want to do things at the end of the day. What this guy, I don't want to be an author those authors that just want to do things because I need to do it. No. I got this inspiration and I need to work with this inspiration and I need to do it the way it ought to be done. So I lost my sleep. I lost some friends. I lost some relations. People still don't believe in some things I'm doing. I say, okay, what is this guy? He's supposed to go and look for a job. Okay, but this is my job. Okay, now back to monetary aspect of it. I lost 1.3 million in Naira. I gave this project to somebody to do for me. Up to now, I've not gotten the book from the person, neither do I get my money back. And that took me to the police station for the first time in a foreign land. I've never committed any offense, but in a foreign land, I went to police station. I was not locked up. I was a complainant anyway. But what could have brought me to police station? I'm a law-abiding citizen, but I had to express my grievances to the authority that somebody did this to me, But to be honest to you, it took much out of me that how could someone be thinking this way? This is something that you're supposed to embrace, which I'm sure by the time this guy see this book, he will feel sober, because the content there is also need to go for him. So how will you have stopped this?
So there's an advice in the book for
him. So how will you have thought that this project will not come to limelight with your singular decision? All my resources that time I put together, just this thing must come out, because I proposed the time for this, because the time is for everything and everything is for time. You understand? This is what I want to do at that point, and I need to move on to the next stage. So you want to, for your singular decision, you want to stop this. I felt so bad. I went to police station. That was so challenging. I have to move up and down. In fact, from police station, I flew from there to Nigeria, because I need to complain in the morning and my flight is in the evening. I have to from there just write statement, blah, 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 just okay, give me this. I had to flee from there. I never even, some of my things were even scattered there. I didn't even bring them back because my mind wasn't settled. I wasn't settled in mind, but because of determination, that's why I said, whatever you have to do in life, please set your mind for things that will beyond your control. It's actually beyond my control, honestly. I never thought it's going to happen. So it's challenging to me, not the money I lost, but for the kind of the situation I find myself. I don't like trouble. Police, I don't like, but I find myself in such situation, and the resources, it's my resources. I work for it. So I couldn't get it. It's so painful. I have to look around, because if I've not been discouraged, this thing would have come to life. I have to walk around these resources somewhere else to get this thing done, and that's enough. Honestly, it's challenging, but to the glory of God, this is alive and not about me. It's about people, because people need to get this information.
All right, still your own show on RCCG Radio 106.1 FM, and you just mentioned the challenges you went through in producing this particular book. Now let's talk about the things we should be expecting from Jide Agbola. Let's look at 5 years.
Wow,
that's long. If 1 minute is a long time, then that's a long
365 times 5. How much? What's that? I think it's.
I'm not a mathematician. I'm not good at mathematics.
I want to be 1090. Okay. Somebody is trying to do that for me. Anyway, because I don't use years. I use this.
Okay. So in the number of days you've calculated, for me, in 5 years, what should we be expecting from you?
Anyway, there's a lot of things to be done anyway, and it's cut across everywhere in the world. Talking about time, that's one too. When we talk about time, we need to talk also about the purpose. When the mother's womb, as I said the other time, for the period of 274 days, which is about 9 months equivalent, if you do your mathematics very well. Every day, have you ever asked yourself, every day, what's happening in my mother's womb? What are they doing to me in my mother's womb? So there's something that is taking place in your mother's womb every day. They are preparing you towards something. So the journey starts from there. So there's a purpose at which you need to come here and do, but you need to realize those things early enough. That's shared with time. So, and that's another thing for another. So we are going all around to people to discover their purpose. It will come in a book, and also we go to school. We have been to schools in Nigeria here, which we are still moving around to talk about children. Parents, teacher. Please discover this one early. What are the talent you see in them? They are showcasing in the class. Because if you look at this, the terrain, students or children spend more time in school than they spend at home. So we need teachers to get these projects come to life. Please, there's some kids in the class that they are exhibiting some kind of talent. Let's work on those things. Tell the parents, and they can develop that in that child. Everybody has something to offer. And let me tell you, in Nigeria today, this is where I am now. We have gone from the level of oil and gas to the level of creativity. And it's not about gas is gas or oil is or whatever, but the talent and the creativity can take you to wherever you want to be in life.
Exactly.
And that's what we are focusing on now. So the next project for us also is to sensitize people, one, about the time, and purpose-driven life. 2, purpose-driven life. Your life you need to be mindful of that. So and also the book also is still moving on the reality of time. We are starting another launch also in Dubai, I mean, sorry, the one is done in Dubai, one is done in Lagos, Oshogbo, and we are going to Abuja on 26th of this month, which in the company of some senator and the likes to also have a slot to talk to people. So we're going to do a mini launch there as well before we still proceed. So we have a book launch, we have a book coming, and we have going around all the institutions to sensitize people on the time concept and also the purpose-driven life, which I feel is very important. That's why I'll go back to your saying live a full at 40. If
it's a generous
yeah, I know. Sorry. Sorry to say that anyway. Well, what I'm saying is that if a man who should have known something at the age of maybe 18 or 16, he would have been a fool at 40 anyway. So that's what I'm trying to say. So if this information has gotten to that man at the age of 16 to 18, and which he knew this is true. This is true. It's not about. There's no GPT. At least everybody comes out of your mother's womb. Yes or no? So everybody here has time. Yes or no? 24 hours everywhere in the world. Doesn't matter the GMT. It's 24 hours anywhere. So if you had not gotten the information from that the age of 16 to 18, he must have gone past where he is right now. And if you look at some economy some part of the world whereby, let me say Western world anyway. Whereby you see a kid of 7, 6, 8, they are showcasing some kind of talent. They push them to do more. They give them support. You understand? I think I know one of the footballer, if I can mention that here, Messi. The guy got to be in the football business at a very tender age, and the guy is making wave. I'm telling you, there are many more like that. So the early. Before you get to 40, you need to get this information. So we are driving the process of in the book. This book is coming, is still going. The other one is coming very, very soon. And also we are moving from one place to another to sensitize people how important this time is and a purpose-driven life.
All right. So I know someone at this time might be wondering, where do I get this book? How do I get this book? Can I get the hard copy, the soft copy? How do I? So anyone that wants to purchase a book, this particular book, how do they get it? Online, offline, hard, soft copy,
Okay, yeah, the book is available. We are still trying to move around. It's sold in Dubai. It's some part of Dubai anyway. But in Nigeria here, we can get it in ShopRite at Ikeja, ShopRite at Surulere, Pataba Books. And there's only one bookshop in ShopRite Ikeja. I think that's I'm trying to get the name anyway. But in Ikeja and also in Oshogbo, we have Tejo Show Market as well. Is there, and hopefully next week it will be in Ibadan. But for the online platform, we only have it right now at Okada Books. Okada is OKADA. Okada like machine. Okada Books. Okada Books. If you log on, you will see Reality of Time by Jide Agbola there. So it's there, and if you can also call us directly as well if you feel you can deliver to any part of Nigeria and also abroad, because we have connectivity in those areas as well. So we can call us. By the time we'll give you the Twitter handle and all our handles and numbers.
No, you can share your social media handles.
Okay, our social media handle is Real Jide Agbola. Real is REAL. Jide is JIDE, and Agbola is AGBOOLA. Real Jide Agbola at Gmail, at Twitter, at Instagram, and also at maybe Facebook.
So on all social media platforms, it is Real Jide Agbola. Real Jide Agbola. All right, and he has given the spelling of that: REALJIDE. AGBOOLA, Real Jide Agbola. So you can reach him out. You can just reach out to him. You can become his friend on social media. You can send him text messages. Is there a certain number you can give out for people to call?
I have a number. +234 70 680 Again, +234 70 680 28224. That's my number.
All right, so you can call the number to ask for any other questions, inquiries, that you might need from him. All right, a big thank you to you for joining on your own show today. Thank you very much. And we're hoping to see more of good works like this coming from you.
Thank you.
So a big thank you to you for listening. Also for those who called, thank you for your calls. Thank you for your calls. Thank you. Do remember that your own show is not a Mitayo show. It is your own show. So you can be a part of the show. All you need to do is send me a 1-minute audio or video of yourself showcasing that talent you want the world to see. And once you send it to me, why not? You're on the show already. And the number to do that is 0818-650-8590. 0818-650-8590. From outside Nigeria, it is +234-818-650-8590. Just 1 minute audio or video of yourself. Send it via WhatsApp. 1 minute video audio of yourself showcasing that talent you would like to show in the studio. My name still remains Temitayo Balogun. Big thank you to Judy Agbola for coming on the show today. Stay connected on our CCG Radio. Don't touch that dial. Yes, do not touch the dial. More interesting programs coming to you from our CCG Radio. I'm still Temitayo Balogun.